let me first introduce this console. What you can see it here. Okay, this is Jupyter console. When you install Anaconda, you will be having window when you launch. जब आप open करोगे Anaconda Navigator, you will see some sort of things like Jupyter Notebook, IPR, IBM Watson, Jupyter Lab, Spider, PyCharm community. A lot of things will be there. Just click on Jupyter Notebook. You will come to this page actually. Okay. After this, it might be possible that you may be having some sort of files, whatever in your PC will be reflected here. इतने सारे files नहीं होंगे, right? Maybe some 10 to 15 files would be here. ठीक है? Right. So what do you have to do? We have to first understand this is the console. Now further also in your class, when you will be getting assignments, okay, I might give you assignments in PDF format or maybe in IP by NB format. IP by NB, it's internet Python kernel basically. How it is, I'll just explain. See, if you click on new Python, we'll be doing this. Okay. So first we have to understand this for now. Just a minute. See, for now I'll make a folder and then we'll make a file so that you can also understand how to create folders, how to create files. So let's say you have got an assignment and like you want to first open it. I given it somewhere and you now need to open it here. So you will upload that particular file. So you click on upload, a pop-up will come, you will click on that and it will be uploaded. So once it's uploaded, you can then open that particular file. Okay. So you can create new folders by clicking on folder. When you click this, folder name will be, this untitled folder will be formed. Okay. So as you can see, untitled folder something, it is of 6 months ago. So how you can rename? Click on this box. Okay, click on this box, rename it. Very simple. I'm not going to do that. So let's come in our directory. We will create a folder here now. So we will name this folder as May July. Okay, and now see, this folder is empty. It means like complete folder, the notebook is empty, nothing is there over there. So we will be making a notebook. Simple. Let's make a notebook. We'll click on notebook. It will be obviously in your local host, okay, in your folder, whatever it is. Okay, now once we come here, you have to understand this whole console to run things very easily. See, this is the area where you can write your file name. So I will be writing, it's about Python numbers. So I'll just write py numbers, variables, what else? Operators. Which operators? Arithmetic operators. Okay, and that's it. Nice. So arithmetic operators. We'll discuss these today. Simple. So see, named, okay, and it's of day 1. So I'll write it underscore D1 or day 1. Simple. Now see, this is a file menu. These are menus which will be used for several things. So in the file menu, you have an option of creating a new notebook, opening a notebook, making copy of this notebook, save this notebook, rename this notebook, revert to checkpoint. It is similar to, let's say you are updating or you are running this file for 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, and meanwhile you want, okay, I have done some sort of mistakes or something, I want to go back to my code which I did yesterday. So you will revert to the checkpoint of yesterday. Let's suppose for any specific time only. You can get back to that particular time and you can just see. Okay. Print preview. You can download it as a PDF, as an HTML page, as a markdown, notebook. Okay, as a .py. A lot of things are there actually. Okay. For now, this is the file. In the edit, you can do a lot of things. These all things you can go through in home also. You can see what it is and all. We'll focus on the codes for now. Okay, so this is save the file automatically, it gets saved. Auto save is there in every PC, not only in mine, everyone. This you might not get, so leave it, don't worry about this. Okay, this is the area where you can restart the complete kernel. Okay, and it will run all your codes. I'll show you how it works. Restart the kernel. This is only restarting the kernel, the codes will not run. This will restart the kernel and also run the codes. This will stop your code, this will run your code. This is for addition, 1 2 3 more, how much you want. Bring it upwards, bring it downwards, copy, paste, or whatever you want, cut and things like simple. Okay, now so we are going to first do a very simple thing, that is print hello world. A very, I should say, it's a very universal line used in every programming languages. Print hello world, right? Okay, before that, first you understand this code, markdown, NB convert, and heading. So this is a cell, this is a place where you are going to give input. You wrote 2 plus 3, you'll get some output. How? You'll run this and it gives, okay, 2 plus 3 is 5. Nice. So you'll write, okay, 6 by 67 by 3, how much? It says, okay, it's 22 point something, right? So this is simple. Here you'll give input number 2, output number 2. I'll write, okay, 2 to the power of 10, 1024, input 3, output 3. Simple. In this case, when you are getting an output, the machine does not know that what exactly you are doing. You have written 2 to the power of 10. So output of 2 to the power of 10 is this. When you write print, the machine understands that you want to print the value of 2 to the power of 10. So it does not give you any output and all, it just give you a simple value of that, right? So see, print is a function. See, just try to understand, there are some functions, okay, inbuilt functions what we will be using, but we will be understanding more on this. उस पे बहुत ज़्यादा research हम तब करेंगे when we will be dealing with the functions chapters. Okay, so for now, just understand that what is the working of this function. So print is a function which will print the things, the values, the data types you want to print actually. Okay, so we'll first try to understand with the numbers. Okay, I'll restart and I'll start like this. So instead of code, I'll make it now markdown and I'll give it heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, heading 5, heading 6. Simple. Just try to understand. You can see heading 1 is the largest one, heading 2 smaller than that, heading 3 more smaller, 4, 5, 6, last 6, no 7, only 6. Okay, so heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, and I'll write it simple, welcome to Python programming. Okay, that's it. So instead of clicking on run every time, I can go shift plus enter. But for today's first class, let's not make it complicated. Let's go with this run only. Okay. Now, so there are 3 kind of numbers in Python. Okay, 3 different types, right? 3 type of numbers are there. But before going to the numbers, I'll explain you something which is called as tokens. So we'll understand that what are tokens in Python. Okay, very simple thing is it actually. Okay, just simply understand this. It's quite very easy. Fine. So what are tokens? The smallest part of a programming language. I'll write it here so that you can have notes too. Smallest part of programming language. Very simple. Now understand, when I say smallest part means very smallest part. Sometimes it is called as lexical units. Lexical units. See, don't make things complex. Okay, don't think any importance or very hard words for this particular topic. Okay, it's very simple. I'll explain how. So basically these are of 5 types, and these are the smallest part of any programming language. Let's say if I have written a code, very simple code I am writing 23 divided by 4. Okay, so when I have written 23 by 4, I have 2 tokens here. There are 2 tokens. Okay, one is called literals and one is called operators. I'll explain you. So basically there are 5, as I said, lexical units. Okay, all those 5 types I'll write. Don't go with this BR. BR means to break, that means going in the next line. These are HTML programming. You don't have to learn these all for now. These are all for customization purpose. We just focus on what are the types and what it is. Don't go on the codes what I am writing here. Okay. So we have very first thing is keywords, identifiers, literals, operators, punctuators. That's it. 5 parts of tokens. Whatever program you write, you will get any of them 100%, because without these 5 you can't write any program. No program can be written without these 5 things. Any of these 5 things, not compulsion of it, right? इनमें से कुछ ना कुछ आपके प्रोग्राम में होगा ही, for sure, right? Very simple program. X equals to 4, print x. Print x. X is a literal, x is a token, 4 is a token, equals to is a token. Printing x is again something. Okay, so let's understand it here itself. What are keywords? Predefined words. In every programming language, there are some predefined words which you can't change, right? In real life also there are something which we can't change. Those are predefined. Can you go and tell the sun to, come from west and go in east? Yes. Yes, there are something which are predefined. I'm talking about that, right? It can't be changed.
So can you give an example of keyword?
Keywords. See, keywords again I am saying these are some predefined words which are there in programming language. Not only Python, there are various programming language, and every one of that programming language is having a keyword. So there are some specific number of keywords in every programming language. It doesn't mean that okay, there might be 100, 150, 300, 4. No, there are some specific keywords in programming languages. Okay, that cannot be changed. Their meaning cannot be changed actually. So in Python, 35 keywords. Identifiers. Yes. Now, how we are going to define identifiers? There are literals. Operators, it's very simple to understand because you might have used the operators in maths also, in classes or something like. You have used it. Okay. Identifiers can be just given as names, or I'll write it A, B, C, D, whatever, names, letters. Those are identifiers. Literals are constants, constant values, 10, 23.4, some numbers, right? Those are called literals. Okay. Operators. Operator can be anything. Plus operator, minus operator, multiply operator, divide operator. There are various operators in Python. We'll see. Okay. So a lot of operators can be there. Right. Now next coming to punctuators. Now see, if you see in your keyboard now, you can see, okay, you have used letters, fine. You have used numbers also, okay. You have used some operators also, that is also okay. What is left now? Colons, comma, brackets, then some symbols. So punctuators are actually symbols, nothing else. Okay, symbols like, take comma, take single inverted, double inverted, semicolon, colon, whatever you want, all those are punctuators. So this you have to understand. Now I'll write a program and I'll show you what. So first of all, let's print the keyword. So I'll write keywords. Okay, and let's have a oh what is this? Name keyword is not defined. Nice.
And sir, in the first code, why did you use n over there?
One second. Oh, very sorry, very sorry. Not defined. Thought I did something mistake. Ah, nice. Acha, this I have just used for formatting, nothing else. Okay. /n was for a new line. See, after this keyword I have a gap so that it is easy. If I don't write this, a gap will be reduced. So this simply, even if you don't write print, you'll get the same thing. Yeah. Now you can see here is a list of Python keywords. You can enter any keyword to get more help. That is another thing. We are not going into this particular line for now. Let's understand. List of Python keywords. So these are all 35 keywords in Python. All 35 keywords. Now false means false. You can't change the meaning of false. 2 is greater than 3 is a false statement. This is false means false. And this will be given by a false keyword. That is, you can't change it. Right? True means true. And means and. Right, you will be learning what it is. So these are the keywords. Okay, in various programs you'll be using any of them, and they can't be changed, not even replaced too. Identifiers. Now coming next, identifiers. Okay, identifiers. When this identifiers come, we come with the topic of variables. So variables are storage locations in a programming language. Storage location, your bag, you have a bag when you go to school, right? When you go to college, you have a bag, you store some books, water bottle, your tiffin, a lot of things there. That is a storage location, nothing else. Your brain is a storage location, you store a lot of things there. It can be of different types. You remember some songs, you remember some class lectures, you remember some movies you saw. No, also you remember some friends' names, a lot of things. Okay, so you remember a lot of things. You can store a lot of things in your brain. Similarly, this variable is also a storage location where you can store a lot of things. Dependent, okay, store a lot of things, but it is dependent in what type you are storing. Okay, brain does not require a type. See, we easily classify things. This is the human nature, that we can easily classify things. Okay, if I tell you I have an apple, I have a banana, and I have a mango, right? Okay, same, I have a tomato and I have a cauliflower. Okay, all these comes in fruits and vegetables, no? Right? When we'll say different things, see, still apple is different, mango is different, banana is different, cauliflower is different, or tomato is different. Every of them are different. But when we classify it, when we put it in one category, we'll say tomato, cauliflower coming in vegetables, all three rest coming in fruits. Now out of 5 you come with 2 category. See, you classified, no, simply. So whenever you are like listening a name, okay, yes, it is coming in this category. This is how machine will also learn. No, machine, this language has these things. Now when you say 3 is a number, but what kind of number? Whole number? You might have learned integer also. That's not wrong.
Yes.
Right? That is not wrong. But still, like, see, there are different things in programming languages when we talk about, right? There are something called integers, floats, complex numbers in Python. Okay, so we'll just simply understand it. It's not very much difficult to understand this. See, just simply explain. Okay, so variables, you will store anything over there, right? And it can be how you can name a variable through lower letters, through upper letters, through underscores, or any character followed by some numbers. I'll tell you how. So I'll write some of the variable names and I will store something in them. Okay, so first I'll write lower letters a b equals to 3, then I'll write c equals to 4.3. Okay, so I'll write d1, d5, b underscore 2 equals 1, 2, 3, 30. What I did, you can see, like, I have taken lower letters, maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 3, how many I want I can take. Okay, I can take capital letters, I can take numbers also, but numbers will be after letters. Don't take numbers before. It will not be a variable then. It's a wrong name convention will come. Okay, I can use underscores, or I can just only use underscore equals to 5. This is also a valid variable. Underscore dot underscore you are using equals to 5. This is going to give you an error, because dot is, in Python, dot is, you can say, treated. This dot is treated as a operator of class. Okay, that is why it is saying that str object has no attribute of underscore. Attribute error it is. We'll also learn that what errors, why it comes. Not now. This is the second class, or I could say first class of your coding. So don't think of all these errors. So what you learned? You can name variables like this, and you can store anything. For now, I have just stored the numbers. You can store anything then there. Okay, those anything have a specific data type. If I'm storing numbers, these numbers are of data types, different data types. Okay, what is different? Only 4.3. Rest are all similar, like 1, 2, 3, and all similars. So coming next to Python numbers. Python numbers, how do we define Python numbers? Okay, so Python numbers are of 3 types. 1, integer. simply called whole numbers. Now whole numbers don't contain no decimal values, right? No decimal values in whole numbers. Positive negative can be there, but no no decimal values. Next coming float. It have some real numbers. That means can be fractional, can be in surds format, and should be in a decimal format. Without decimal, no float. Understood? Third is called complex numbers. The complex is actually real plus imaginary. Now this is good. In class 11 standard, you learn something called complex numbers. In 11th, maybe some 9th or 8th chapter of mathematics, it is in form of a plus bj. A plus bj. So bj is your imaginary part, a is your real part. Okay, see, a is real, b is imaginary. Okay, now let me show you all these three things. Now you can now classify. Now what is a float here? 4.3. Only c is the float, rest all are integers. Now so okay, I am going to store, okay, we have integers, what to do there? I'll just do some sort of calculations, like d1 we have t1 multiplied by d5 divided by b underscore 2. Nice, you get some value. Okay, I'll show you d1, d5 and b underscore 2. All three have some values, 1, 2 and 30. So 1 into 2, very bad. 1 into, let's say d5. d5 into 2, okay, divided by d1 and multiplied by AB 180.0. These are some sort of calculations, Now coming to this, we have see A, B, C. Just understand, A, B, C are three different variables. I will store some values in these variables. Okay, so I'll store one by one. A equals 5, B equals 10, C equals 20. Now what I'm going to do, A equals to 5 is an integer. I will just put 0.7. It becomes a float. I'll just put j plus 60j. Nice. Becomes a complex number. That's it. Print ABC. Print the type. Okay, I'm not printing for now. Just simply see A, B and C. 5 1.72 plus 60j. Now we have got a function called type, type function, inbuilt function. Type will help to identify the data type. Now what is data here? Yesterday I said, now what is data? Right? This is the data. 5 is the data, 1.7 is the data. So what kind of data it is, that we can identify using this type function. So type of A, type of B, type of C.
Sir, can you explain complex numbers one more time?
Sure, 1 minute, I'll explain. So A, B, C. So you can see like A is an integer, obviously, fine, 5. B is float and C is complex. Now coming to the complex part, C is complex. Why it is complex? I said that complex will be a combination of real numbers plus imaginary numbers. So real part, what is that real part? C is a complex number. C dot real, what is that? As I said, dot operator, dot will be used as an attribute. So in the C you want to find real part of C. So C dot real. In Hindi we say C ka real part, right? So C, and this is called in Hindi ka, right? So C dot real part, this is the real part. Then we got C dot imaginary part. Imaginary part is 60.0. Now you will be thinking, so why 0 is coming, 0.0? Here it is no 0. So by default, complex numbers, when you find real and the imaginary part of complex numbers, by default you will get values in float. Okay, so 60 is the imaginary part. You can see 60j. Now in some cases numbers may be right, like 50j, nothing else. So 50j,
class चल रही ना मेरी
50j dot real part. Okay, so let's say for example, all right, 1 second. If you have doubts, do write in the chat box. I'll let the mic on then, because like it will be a problematic in recordings. No, okay, fine. So 50j dot imaginary, 50.0, 50j dot real, no real. Where is real part? Nothing is there, only complex 50j, 0.0, real part 0, imaginary part is there, 50.0. So these are the three different kind of numbers in Python. Very simple: integer, float, complex. I'll say okay, 11 by 3, 3.6666 something. This is float, real part. 11 to the power of 3, integer. Hey, no power, this is multiplication, sorry. To the power of 3, 1331. Okay, fine. So let's come to the operators. Let's understand the operators. The operators are of various kinds. Okay, you can have an arithmetic operator, assignment operator, logical operator, bitwise operator, membership operator, identity operator, logical operators. A lot of things are there. So we'll understand arithmetic operators, assignment operators, logical operators, relational operators, membership. Okay, then identity operators, there is bitwise operators, and there is Boolean operators. A lot of operators are there. Okay, we are learning arithmetic today. We are not going to deal with all those operators. It's quite very simple. Membership operators are of only 2 types, identity of 2 types, bitwise of 6-7 types, Boolean of 2 types, logical 3 types, relational 6-7 or 6 types, assignment 7 types, 7-8 types, arithmetic 7 types. Simple. Okay, fine, take it easy. So arithmetic, very simple. I'll write addition. See, these are just variables I'm writing. You can write your names also. Okay, I'm writing addition. Okay, cool. 2 plus 3, very nice. You can understand why to write and waste time here. 2 plus 3, okay, it's addition. 2 minus 3, 4 multiplied by 5, 6 by, okay, take easy numbers, 3 by 6. Till here it's very simple: plus, minus, divide and multiply. Now integer division, something comes, 3 pi by 6. I'll tell you what it is. 3 to the power of 6, 3 mod of 6. Okay, take 100 mod of 3. Okay, mod is what? Remainder. Let me run these all. These are the arithmetic operators: plus, minus, multiplication, division. I think it's not necessary to describe how it works. Coming to directly integer division. See, 4 when divided by 2 in Python, you'll get 2.0. Correct answer. When you divide 4 by 2, you'll get 2, but it will be represented at 2.0. The 4 when going in an integer division, only goes to find the integer value. So if I just say you, I have a decimal 2.0, what is the integer value of 2.0? Only 2, because integer don't have any decimal points. So decimal point will be eliminated, no decimal points, only the integer part. What is the integer part of 4 by 2? 2. So you will get it here. Now say instead of 4 I write 5, 2.5. 4 divided by 2, only 2 again, no 0.5. So this is called no integer division. Now 100 mod 3. 100 when you divide 100 by 3, 3 into 33, 99. 100 minus 99, 1 is the remainder. 3 to the power of 6, 729. 3 by 6 gives 0.5. So 3 integer division of 6 gives only 0. No 0.5 will come. Rest it's very simple. 3 plus 2 5, 2 minus 3 minus 1, 4 into 5 20. Very simple. Any problems, doubts, guys? Yes, any doubts? 1 second. Yeah, you can unmute and say. Any doubts there? No? Fine. Okay. Moving next. Fine. Okay. So operators, arithmetic operators are done, no? Okay, let me see your topic. What was today's topic? Arithmetic
Sir?
operators. Yes.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Ask.
Why you have done 3 double time into 6?
Not into, that is divide. Okay.
Zero.
That is called integer division. Integer division means, see.
I am saying after integer division.
So integer division means if you only want to see the integer part, okay, or integer part only want to see. Let's suppose you have some value 500 divided by some value 600 multiplied by 100. What is the percentage? 83.33333 something you are getting. I don't want this long answer. I want only the round off answer. Okay, not even in percent. I only want the integer part, like simple number, no decimal values. So what I'll do, I'll only take the integer part of that. So what I'll do is divide it by this. Simple. 0 will come. But this is not the correct way actually. If you are getting 83, you only want integer part, you will write the integer part only, but there is a separate process for that. Let me tell you. So all these 3 data types what you learned, integer, float and complex, right? They are written as like this. See, int, integer. See, it becomes green because it is predefined. Float, complex. Now these all are converted into one another. How? This was the value, you want only integer of this, right? Int, put it in the house of integer. These, just try to understand, these brackets are nothing but the house. So whatever you keep in that house name integer, you will get an integer value. Run this, 83 only. So this operator does the same thing. 100 by 3 means 33 point something. But 100 divided by 3 gives only 33. Understood?
So we have to only use the int or float name before that.
No, not for every time. What I said, like the doubt was that what is the working of this single slash and double slash. So single slash just give you normal division, double slash will give you the integer part of that particular division, normal division. Integer, float and complex, these inbuilt functions will be helpful to convert one data type to another data type. Let's say now you have a number, let's say 23. Now you want this 23 in float, so you'll write float, you'll get 23.0. You want complex value of this float, right? Complex 23 plus 0j. So you have not given any imaginary part, so it's 0j. See, a basic example I'll say. This is very basic. Just tell me answer 6 plus 7.3, how much it is?
So it will be 13.3.
13.3, very basic example. Okay, 6 plus 7.3, getting a float. Adding an integer plus a float, adding integers and float, giving you a float value. Very good. 13.3 plus 4j. 13.3 plus 4j, exactly printed in the same way. 14j. Okay, 12. Now what will happen? 12 plus 14j. 25.3 plus 14j. The 12 and 13.3 got added.
sir.
Yes.
And if we do 13.3j plus 14j, so वो पूरा ऐड हो जाएगा ना फिर?
13.3j plus 14j. See, समझ आया? 27.3. Both of them got added.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
ठीक है. So these operators are working on data types also. Now you have to be very much clear in this that operators, when you are performing any mathematical calculation on Python data types, okay, let's say integer to float, float to complex, complex to integer, whatever you are doing, but all these again lies in a same category that is called Python numbers. So you can do whatever you want with them. You can add a complex to a float, you can minus, you can subtract, you can multiply, you can put a power, you can put any of these things, right? Because it's mathematical, so you can put anything, because these are numbers. But these things are not valid when you are, having a different data type and you are trying to do some mathematical calculations with another data type, like 12 plus AB. It's not possible. 12 plus 12. There is also 12, but this is not a number. This is a identifier. Sorry, little constant, but string constant. Understood? It is a string constant. We learnt here something. I guess tokens part, no? Where it is? Yeah. Constants. It is also a constant value. Letters will be coming in identifiers, names and all those things. Okay. So it is a string literal. What do you understand by string literal? Any time when you get numbers in single quotes or double quotes, those are strings actually. Whatever you see in A, B, C, D, E, F, whatever you see here, anything inside quotes means string data type. That means that is a character, that is not a number. Okay. So different data type, there are a lot more data types we'll discuss, like list, tuples and all those things. Okay. So if I write this, you will get a type error. See, unsupported operand types for an integer and a string. It can be done. But same thing, you write it here. 13 plus 12, it will not be 25. Okay, because these are not numbers. But anyhow, addition means joining will be done. Try to understand. 1, 3, 1, 2 will be the answer. So when you do minus, this will not work, because mathematical calculations can be done on numbers, arithmetic values, not on strings. A string is another part, we'll learn string later. So for now, these are the things like what we need to understand and see. Now I'll show you a practical example of this. Practical approach, very simple thing, it's first class, so we'll go with a very simple thing. Percentage calculator. Okay, percentage calculator, let's say I'll ask from the user how many subjects you have, what is your total, and how much percent you have generated. No, the simple percent calculator, how it calculates. So it's simple. Let's say I'll create a function named as, okay, see, for now what I'm writing, just understand what and how it is working. Don't understand what code has been written, because def and all these functions are in upcoming classes, so obviously you will not be able to understand it very precisely, but just समझो कि क्या हो रहा है, what is this particular program is doing. Okay, so it's percent calculator. I will ask number of subjects, how many number of subjects, so it's number of subjects. Good, number of subjects you have. Okay, now total marks, what is the total marks, or for now let it be very simple. Okay, marks obtained, total marks obtained and total marks. Okay, that's it. So two things you have to give to me and I'll tell you what's your percent. Very simple. How you calculate? You will return to the user what you will return, marks obtained divided by total marks, multiply by 100. That's it. So now I will have a function named percent. This is my function, percent function. I say, okay, I got 540, okay, in 600. What is my percentage? 90%. Nice. Okay, my friend got 555. What is it? Okay, 92.5. Very good. Okay, simple, very easy. So it's simply you are writing my total. Just simply say your marks obtained is 555. Your total marks is 600. Very good. I'm getting 92.5. So I got 585, 97.5. This is how you are getting it. Now you say that, okay, I want to see my round off percentage. No decimal, no like 97.5 or something. Round off. What is
So will put int for integers.
Okay, you say one thing, just think it off like it's your result. Okay, you got 98.2 and one of your friend, okay, your friend got 98.2, you got 98.9. So practically when it is rounded off, your friend will get 98, but you should get 99 actually. When you will use int here, you will get 98 in both of the cases. Right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Right, no? So we can't apply int
Sir.
here. There is a function. Yes, anyone was saying something. So in maths we have something simply called round. So we'll use the same thing. This is why I said Python is very easy. Round. So you are going to return the round value of what? At least round off to one decimal value. No, 0 decimal. I don't want any decimal values. So 585. See, 90. What was that value when it was coming? Something 585, 97.2. What it was? I don't know, not remember. 97.5 it was, no? So 97.5 you are rounding off to 0 decimal place, getting 98. You got, let's say 595, 99.0. make it to one decimal point. It's coming same. 99.17. See, you've got 99.17. Okay, and you will take a round of it. Instead of round, if you take integer, you will be in loss. Okay, anyhow, 17 is there. If it is 57, what you will do? You'll get again 99 instead of 100%. So this is the working of simple mathematics in Python. Very simple things. Okay, so you just made 1% calculator. Similarly, you can take a lot of things. Okay, you can give a lot of practical usage. Okay, I can just simply make one more program. I'll say you can make a interest calculator, simple interest. Give me a principal, give me the amount, okay, no amount, give me the principal, give me the rate of interest, give me the time, and I'll tell you the simple interest. What is the simple interest formula? P into R into T by 100, I guess so, right? Yes, no? No, simple interest formula. Anyone have written there simple interest formula? No one. You guys don't know what is the formula of simple interest?
PRT divided by 100 means into 100.
Yes.